Hi guys. Nope, it's not a Badonsky Buccaneers video this time. We're doing some performance modifications to the old Camaro. Been spent a lot of time doing some styling modifications to it. I mean, it's already got a powerful 426 horsepower V8 engine in it, which is probably really more than what I need for everyday driving. But what do you got a muscle car for if you're not going to tinker around with it, right? Anyway, part of my performance modifications is to try and eliminate some of that lag you get between the time that you slam your foot on the accelerator and the throttle body opens up and starts producing some real action. It's not like in the old days whenever I had my Chevelle, whenever everything was cable and linkage driven. Now the computers are involved, so this is a new game to me. So we were going to change out the throttle body and put a cold air intake on it, but first I wanted to try out something else. And I ordered it and it has just come in, so let's take a look at it. It's here. The Sprint Throttle Booster is engineered and developed by Sprint and is a power converter designed to reduce the lag in your control over the speed at which the intake throttle body responds to the pressure you apply to the foot pedal. All cars nowadays are wire controlled through the computer, and all consumer vehicles have a lag or delay built into the response of the throttle to the pedal, which is fine for your everyday Joe, but for performance and racing enthusiasts, this is an unacceptable delay in throttle control. So, performance parts developers and product manufacturers started developing add-on devices that could correct this problem. Sprint over the years has developed a throttle body control that has resulted in this third version throttle booster with a plethora of features and controls all wrapped up in a little package. It consists basically of the interrupter connector, a link between the pedal control and the wiring harness connection of your car, and the control head or the wired remote control. And the installation is really quite simple and can be installed in about 30 minutes or so depending on your body's flexibility. Just make sure you check over and read the instructions very carefully first. Now, per the instructions, you'll want to leave your car door open for about 10 minutes and allow the car to go through the self-check and then power down. And then you're going to crawl down on the floorboard and look above the throttle pedal and find the connection for the harness. You're going to take the safety clip out like we see here. Depress the clip release and pull the end of the harness off, which can be easier said than done. Anyway, some of you younger kids will probably have a little bit of advantage underneath this dash over someone like me. Anyway, after you get the factory harness off, then you're going to install the included harness section in your Sprint kit, plugging into the foot pedal control and then the other end back into the factory harness. And I would suggest probably replacing the gray safety clip that came off of your factory harness section to help prevent the wires from coming apart. Anyway, that is what it looks like installed. Now we need to hook up the control head. Now the control head is a wired remote that has a few feet of wire to it, which should be more than enough to allow you to place it anywhere you want to on your dash nearby with just some double-sided tape, which is usually also included in the kit. I just ran mine out a pull-out section where the gauges are on the center console and was going to place it next to the fun button control. Anyway, get it hooked up and plug it into the appropriate slot on the included Sprint harness, and make sure you secure the wires so you don't actually knock something out whenever you're stomping on that gas pedal. Anyway, on the control head, before you install it, you're going to want to set it for the appropriate transmission setting for your car per the instructions. So make sure you check that out and do that before you mount it to your dash. Whew. All right, we got it put in. It's installed. Now it's already dark outside, so tomorrow we'll take it out and we'll see how it changes the throttle response. All right. Alright, so we're out here trying out this Sprint throttle booster, and so basically what we've got is a remote head down here. We got 3 different levels with the factory, sport, and race. Each of the sport and the race modes have 9 different settings, which seems a little intense. I think I'd probably be happy with just 3 levels without having the individual settings, but it's also chock full of features like the valet, the pedal lockout, which they claim is not an anti-theft device, but I think it would be a terrific asset if you were concerned about your vehicle going off without you. Anyway, you're supposed to set this with the button on the bottom and choose what level, and you're setting on that level at a stop with the vehicle at idle, and then try it out. And it's a little bit perkier on the sport mode, but I've had it up on the race mode on 9, and wow. That's some intense throttle response there. So if you're a performance buff or like racing the track, this definitely be a terrific asset for you. One thing we did notice, especially when we had it on the dyno, is a slight flutter under acceleration from time to time. You might not even notice it, but probably some to do with the custom electronics of the throttle booster and the factory ECM. But I mean, it doesn't seem to be any type of deal breaker, so I would consider that a very minor nuisance, but wouldn't have changed my consideration in the purchase if I had known beforehand. You can do a custom tune and improve the throttle response on a more permanent level. Now, of course, that would eliminate the adjustments that you could make drive by drive, so to speak, but you could be modest in your setting and do a custom tune and basically achieve the same result. But other than that, I was very pleased with the performance and the purchase of the product. This runs about just under $300 on most websites. You can find a similar product cheaper. I've seen other manufacturers advertise a similar product with not as many features for a little bit less than $200. But Sprint, I was impressed with the Sprint throttle booster. So it was a good buy in my book, and worked for me. Definitely opened my eyes on how much the computers are controlling the cars nowadays. Now, just wanted to mention this won't make your car faster. It will make it accelerate faster, but it won't make your overall top end any quicker or any faster. So if you're looking for something that's going to increase your overall top end, probably going to be looking for a different type of bolt-on. But as far as the throttle response, this was just about a dead-on, hit the nail on the head. Anyway, that's my review for now. Hope you all found it useful or informative. And just remember, like I always say, you're going to race, take it to the track. Keep it safe on the highway. Y'all have a great day. God bless. We'll see you on the next episode.